my name is Prasad Jaladi, and I am the founder and chief facilitator of Suraksha, based in Austin, Texas. And we are involved in bringing awareness on pollution, environmental situations as of today, and education, innovation, entrepreneurship, and enterprise development. Today we have a special guest. His name is Kondala Rao Garu. He hailed from Andhra Pradesh and obtained B.Tech Civil Engineering degree from JNTU Kakinada. Later, he pursued ME in Structures from Osmania University, and he is also a member of Institute of Engineers in India. He worked in irrigation department in the government of Andhra Pradesh, United Andhra Pradesh, I should say, and he also worked in public health and municipal engineering departments. He finally retired as a chief engineer. Let's hear from him on his experience and how we can steer, not only just the urban water management and also public health and other things involved. Welcome, Kondala Rao Garu. Please tell our audience about yourself and your experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Prasad Garu, for inviting me to this program. So I'm very thankful to you. And I have done my graduation in engineering from Kakinada Engineering College. And then from Osmania University, I have done my ME, Master of Engineering Structures. And then I have done my PG Diploma in Environment Management and PG Diploma in Energy Management from the University of Hyderabad. And I'm a member of the Institution of Engineers and Institution of Indian Water Association, a chartered engineer also. So I have worked initially for about 7.5 to 8 years in irrigation department of government of Andhra Pradesh. There I have dealt with the investigation, design and construction of certain structures, irrigation structures. And then on direct recruitment, I was recruited to Public Health and Municipal Engineering Department, where I have worked in the design, construction and operation maintenance of water supply schemes, which involve right from the source, that is intake well, to the actual distribution system and the point of use also. So it involves storage, it involves pumping, it involves treatment, and it involves storage, distribution storage, like that. And I have worked in the public health department, which deals with the actual planning, design and construction stage. And then the assets after construction will be handed over to the municipal department. So that is municipalities for regular maintenance. Mm-hmm. So that is the system. We can be transferred from municipalities to public health proper, and public health to municipalities also. It's intertransferable. So in this regard, fortunately, the government had given me the opportunity to work in all spheres of public health and municipal engineering department, which not only involves water supply schemes, but also the sewerage schemes and drainage schemes, stormwater drainage, and also to some extent solid waste management also. So in that way, I had the opportunity. Apart from that, there are some civil structures also.
Uh-huh. I know that you are also involved in energy area also during
Yes.
your tenure in different roles, and could you just shed some light on that part too?
Certainly. I had the fortune of working in Andhra Pradesh Urban Services for the Poor, which was a DFID, that is Department for International Development UK program. And I have also worked in the Madhya Pradesh Urban Services for the Poor also as a consultant after my Tintin APUSP project. And there we have done a lot of municipal reforms relating to energy management and also in improving the operation maintenance of various facilities. Like street lighting and also water pumping, sewage pumping, etc. So in that regard, we have we have made the municipalities prepare the operation maintenance plans for about 20 municipalities, and they have implemented partially, and they yielded a lot of results, not only for the time being, but also systemic change also we could help bring in that one. And we have also made the municipalities through the consultants, of course. We have engaged the consultants. They have done about almost 16 to 17 energy management, that is energy audits in different sectors, that is water supply sector and water pumping sector. And the surprising thing is you can easily save almost 30% or 40% by spending nothing. That is the beauty of that one. And by spending very little amounts, you can easily bring about further about 30 to 40%. And by spending very small, a little more amounts, so you can bring about another 20%. So you need to spend only big amounts, only for about 10 to 20% of the initiatives. So in that way, we prepared an immediate action plan, medium-term action plan, and long-term action plan. So immediate actions can be may need only very little investments or no investments at all. For example, if you need to say reduce the or regulate the capacity of a pumping station in terms of kVAH like that. The municipality has to first register with the electricity department that this is our capacity in terms of kVAH like that. And if you exceed that one, they will charge double the amount, double the charges, demand charges for the excess capacity that is utilized. So it's only a matter of analyzing this the power bills. Thereby, very simply, without spending anything, you can identify this is the problem, and we need to just regulate, or we have to again apply to the electricity board that our demand is less. Why you are charging this one? Or you can even enhance your demand so that you need not pay any additional charges. It involves nothing at all. So like that,
Wonderful, sir.
very, very small initiatives.
That is a serious sustainability approach, both in terms of managing energy and also saving money.
Yeah.
Both sides covered.
Wanted to,
And I
yeah, to
guess,
just to highlight the easiness and the effectiveness of these interventions.
wonderful.
In 42 municipalities,
Mhm.
we could spend in Andhra Pradesh, government of Andhra Pradesh could save 12 crores, that is 120 million rupees in a span of 20 months in the water pumping sector and the street lighting sector. And
Wonderful.
it
I
was a
have
team
a question
effort.
here, sir. I have a question
Yeah.
here. So, and that is, these things, especially energy savings and other stuff, happened in non-digital era. If I am correct,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Not that much sophisticated digital systems were not available in that time, but you put
Absolutely.
seeds in that
Absolutely.
direction. Am I right?
True, true.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's dive into our Q&A session now. So I'm curious, as a chief engineer, what is your responsibility overall? We hear about chief engineers and they did this, that kind of thing at the state level, but actually, I think not many people would clearly understand what these chief engineers in an urban setup, say in a city, would do, or maybe at the state level, we could expand that so that everybody would understand what their roles are, so that we can also be opening our dialogue. The reason why I'm asking is there should be some public participation in all of these departments down the road,
Yeah.
given the experiences we're all having. So we all know
Certainly.
something, we all know something we need, depending on the regions where we are living in, right? The demands are different, the needs are different, and of course the approaches from the governments are also different based on geological issues, geographical issues, so on and so.
So, in fact, thank you. In fact, I have worked as superintending engineer in the AP and urban services for the poor. So there we had the opportunity of meeting the self-help group women and also the field level functionaries during our visits to the municipalities in terms of evaluating the water supply schemes or drainage schemes or any other schemes or sanitation schemes like that. So it was a two-level evaluation of the any project, any detailed project report. One is at the desk level, so desk appraisal. So a team of engineers, planners, and the administrators will evaluate the DPR which is submitted by the or preliminary project report which is submitted by the municipalities. So then if there are any deficiencies, we used to inform it to the concerned municipality. And they used to update that one. And they will inform us, we have updated, we are sending the updated this thing. Then we will plan a field visit to the municipality. So we used to evaluate, or we used to visit each and every facility from end to end. For example, there is a drain. From end to end, from the start to end, we used to walk on foot. And then communicate with the people there, local people. There are any problems, if there is any objection, and what is the flood levels, etc., local flood levels which have been recorded, MFLs, etc. So in that way, we had the opportunity of knowing the general geography of the area and also the rainfall patterns, etc., and the flood levels, etc., so that we can better design the system. So in that way, it was a constant experience and a learning from us for us also. So by mingling with the people, because we could in that way we could also make them partners in the progress, in the infrastructure that is built for them. So they should realize that it is built for them. It's not for the municipality or government. It's not our asset. It's their asset.
Yeah,
In that
that's
way,
a
they can
great
develop
approach.
that
Yes.
sense of ownership. So
Yes.
that's one aspect which I would like to highlight. And we had really enjoyed the our term in Madhya Pradesh as well as Andhra Pradesh also. The second thing is when I worked as chief engineer, APUFIDs, that is Andhra Pradesh Urban Services for Andhra Pradesh Urban Finance and Infrastructure Development Corporation. So which is a state level nodal agency for formulating the schemes as well as for getting them sanctioned, and also for some fund disbursement, and for ensuring that the quality of the works have been done properly, and they are being properly maintained, and they are being well nurtured by the municipalities. So that's our task. So in that way, we used to plan for the entire state as a whole, for all the municipalities in a phased manner. So we something like an urban infrastructure action plan like thing we have done. And we have also formulated the Government of India scheme Amrit program. Amrit 1.0 we have formulated, we have got the sanctions, and we have implemented it. So the same thing what we have learnt in the Andhra Pradesh Urban Services for the Poor program, DFID program, that sort of appraisal, that we have implemented the Amrit program also.
Wonderful, sir.
So
Wonderful.
that has yielded results in the sense that by doing this appraisal, we could prevent a lot of unnecessary infrastructure, as well as we can fill the gaps, and we can actually do it which will serve the purpose for which it is built. It is to be built.
Thank
So
you,
we could
sir. Thank you.
also
Let's
prevent
stop here. Let's stop here and
one point only.
yeah,
One point only.
sure.
We could actually prevent a lot of deviations, because the products have been formulated in a very thorough manner. So that's one.
Sure, thank you. So my thinking is, since you are involved in public health projects also, what are the challenges that you have faced at that time?
Yeah. So the first thing is the source. Generally, the sources are dwindling day by day. The quality of the sources, the availability, adequacy of the sources. So there is one case where we have found one of my friends that the source they have taken one source, but the problem is it used to be infested with something like algae, and one of the reasons for that is also the agricultural discharges which came from the surrounding areas. So gradually that source could not be utilized. So that source identification and so alternate sources identification and choosing the right source or freezing the right source is the first challenge. Then there are pumping installations where we have to properly design the pump sets for the actual requirement. So there is a component of motor and pump. So what are the types of motors and pumps we choose? So are they high efficiency pump sets, or are they high efficiency motors, or are they normal motors? So it makes a lot of difference. Even a single 1% efficiency loss or lesser efficiency in a pump or motor will translate to lakhs of rupees during its life cycle.
Yeah,
so that is
let's
one
talk
aspect.
more on the public health side, sir.
Yeah. So here a scheme has to be designed considering the benchmarks. So what is the existing baseline? What is the benchmark? So you have to see what is the difference, which we have to bridge. So accordingly, we have to formulate this thing. So we should be very, very clear about the purpose of the scheme, what are the outcomes expected, and how the existing system is functioning, and how far we can really regenerate the existing system or rehabilitate the existing system. So that is the first component in addressing any DPR. So then we come to the augmentation portion. So we'll plan for the next some 20, 30 years or so, population, etc., and formulate the augmentation proposal. So any DPR should have the rehabilitation portion of the existing system, properly evaluating the existing system, then the augmentation, and every DPR should have your operation maintenance plan. That's the most important thing, which generally is neglected part. So because most of the schemes have failed due to poor operation maintenance. That's the thing.
So
And
I would like to check.
Land is also another very, very important part. Generally, unless you ensure that the land required for the various pumping stations, for overhead tanks, or the water treatment plants, or for the sewage treatment plants or sewage pumping stations is in place, it should be in your hand before you call for tenders. So this is the most important, because many schemes have failed because later they found that the land is not available.
Mhm.